guys, Anthony back at the GazelleLab here. Today we have the brand new iPhone 4S against the all-new HTC Amaze 4G. So both of these phones just came out last week. The iPhone came out on the 14th of October, and I think the Amaze came out on the 11th. So we just got these in, and we're going to take a look at them. So it's pretty much got the best iPhone, obviously the best iOS device against, if not one of the best, or if not the best Android device on the market, along with the Galaxy S2. You have the HTC Amaze from T-Mobile. So let's get into these right now. You can tell straight off that the Amaze is pretty much dwarfing this guy. It is pretty heavy, it is pretty big, it's thicker, fatter, bigger. So let's take a look at just the top right here. We can see both devices do have power button and the 3.5mm headphone jack. We'll go to the sides. Pretty standard volume rocker. This has the lock switch. This one does give you a dedicated video record button and camera button. And on the other side, you have the micro SIM slots, and you have the micro USB slot for charging. On the bottom, you have nothing on here, and then you have the speakers and the classic iPhone charging port on the bottom. So in the front, you look at front camera. Both have front cameras. The classic home button. Your classic Android layout, home, menu, back, search. So that's pretty much all the hardware right now. In terms of size, you do have, this is a 115 by 56 by 9.3 millimeters. Still the thinnest smartphone on the market until the Droid Razr was just announced a couple days ago. So this is 9.3, and over here you have, this is, in terms of thinness, this is 11.8, so you can see it's thicker. It's 130 by 65 by 11.8, and in terms of weight, it's a lot heavier, 173 grams compared to 140 grams. And both devices do feel really solid, and they both have very good build quality. So there you have it. That's all the physical dimensions of the phone. You can take it out. So let's get back into some of their features. We'll get into the display right now. I know a lot of people are hoping with the iPhone 5, or whatever they were going to call it, that it was going to be a bigger display. But it still is the same 3.5-inch Retina display, 330 ppi, 640 by 960. It's still a very nice display, and you can tell it is a little bit clearer, a little bit brighter than the HTC. But the HTC, you do get a Super LCD at 540 by 960, so that's 256 ppi. But you do have the 4.3-inch display, which is very nice, I think, for movies, gaming, multimedia. You're just sacrificing a tiny bit of clarity over the iPhone's Retina display. Both very good displays. HTC does have the Sense UI over it. Really no comparison since it's not an Android device. So let's get into some of the rest of the features. In terms of 3G or 4G, not real 4G, but this does offer 42.2 megabytes per second on the T-Mobile network. It's one of, I think, 3 phones that do that for T-Mobile right now, along with the Galaxy S2 and the Galaxy S4G. And with the iPhone 4S, you do get the upgraded 14.4 megabytes HSUPA, 5.6 megabytes only on the at&t network. So those for on Verizon or Sprint are going to see a little bit slower 3G data speeds compared to at&t users. So in terms of camera right now, we'll get into some of these cameras. These are, I think, if not the 2 best cameras on the market right now in terms of cell phones. So they're both using 8 megapixel sensors, and they both have really good software put in with them as well. So let's just take a picture of this little cloth right here. First, we'll go with the iPhone. So we'll zoom in right there. We'll snap that. I'll have to bring that back up on screen, and then we'll head out to the Amaze. The Amaze does offer a lot of great features in the camera. So then we'll look at that, and we can look at them side by side. So you can see almost pretty much similar quality. It's just that the Amaze does seem a little bit brighter. The colors do tend to pop a little more. So you can check out the review on T-Mobile. They have a whole breakdown of both camera features. So I think they're both great cameras. I think the Amaze is one of the best cameras on the market right now. That's personal preference. If you feel the iPhone's better, it's totally up to you. So let's get into the processing power right now. So This does feature, it's the A5 chip that was found in the iPad on the iPhone. It's a 1 gigahertz dual core, the A5 chipset. And over here we do have the first ever, the Qualcomm Snapdragon S3 1.5 dual core. So it is very snappy, very quick. One of the quickest I've seen on an Android device. Along the Galaxy S2 for T-Mobile use it as well. Not the other Galaxy S2s on the Sprint and AT&T and the unlocked version. So both are very quick. Both have GPS, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, all the standard features you come to see in a cell phone. I think at the end of the day, what it comes down to is, are you an iOS guy or are you an Android guy? One thing that the iPhone does have is a lot better battery life than pretty much I think any Android phone out there right now. So you get great quality talk time, a lot of talk time, and with this, especially with this Amaze, I'm averaging around like maybe, if I'm lucky, 5 hours talk time using the web, video, social media. So one thing that the iPhone does have over it is battery life. It does have, the only good thing about Android, you can pop out the battery and get a second replacement battery that you keep charged and put them back in, but it is a bit of a hassle. So there you go. I think these are right now 2 of the top devices out there in the market. This version is the 64 gigabyte version, so it is $399 after a 2-year. This has 16 gigabytes of internal memory, but it does have micro SD, and this is going for $259 on a 2-year contract. Unlocked or contract free, who knows? This is probably going to be around $800, and I think for this one I paid almost around $650. So this version of the iPhone is one of the highest end model out there. So up to you at the end of the day. Both are great devices. I hope you enjoyed the review. Thanks for joining me on the GazelleLab.